Conan O'Brien has a coffee mug, so I could have coffee mug.
Yeah. Hey, Andy, what's going on? How you doing? Great to have you on the show.
Thanks for being a guest. Thanks for being a guest on my show.
Hey, what's going on out there in the YouTube universe? I am Rob, aka Batman. This is my cousin Andy. Welcome to our channel, the Real Wrestling Podcast. It's been a while since we've gotten together. His fault, not mine. Today we're just gonna do a Wrestlemania preview of the lineup, what we think of the matches, what we think what the best match might be of the night, or maybe a standout match, or a match that kind of a highlight spot, and yeah, go from there. So Andy is my information guy. He has the lineup, and I'm gonna refer to him to feed me of what's going on with WrestleMania. So what's the first match of the night or that they have on the card?
All right, we'll start from the bottom because
we started from the bottom, but now we're here, a little above the bottom.
So first we're going to go over the matches, I guess, that are confirmed.
Okay, yes, confirmed matches, because we don't want to...
So to start it, 205 Live.
Do you watch that?
No.
I don't watch 205 Live.
Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese.
I don't watch either of them, really. Do you?
I don't.
So we're gonna skip past this. Who's in rumors? Let's what's going on?
Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin.
Really? Okay. See, now when that was announced on Raw, excuse me, and Kurt Angle was like, "Oh, my farewell match. I want it to be with Baron." I thought that was really like, I was like kind of disappointed. So if you're saying that's not gonna happen, what are you hearing with your ear to the ground?
Well, I'm not hearing that.
What are you hearing that is...
Well, I guess one of the rumors I read was that Vince told Angle they'll fix it because everyone hates this match.
Yeah, I haven't... I go to the gym, and there's this girl at the gym. We always talk wrestling. And
aren't you married?
Yeah, I'm married, but she's this girl at the gym. I'm not flirting at the gym. No. Horrible. There's this girl at the gym. She works at the...
Robin, so you messed up.
She works at the front desk, and she always wears a Brie Bella t-shirt. So we talk wrestling for 5-10 minutes when anytime we're there. And she was like, first thing she said to me on Tuesday morning after they announced Corbin and Kurt Angle, she was like, "Hey, isn't that so stupid?" And I was just like, yeah, sure, they need to give him someone better. So if they're kind of switching it up, I'd be okay with that, because I feel like Kurt Angle deserves someone way better if it's going to be his last WrestleMania match. And Corbin, not worthy of Angle at a WrestleMania. So hopefully they do change it. But okay, if that match does happen, what do you think of it? I feel like I've expressed that I don't like it, but what do you think?
I feel it's okay.
You feel it's
okay? I
okay?
feel to get Corbin the heat that he can, that he needs to put him as one of the top heels, this is the match. Because everyone's going to hate it, and if he beats Angle...
I was gonna say, do you think so?
He
Yeah, I say it only works if he beats Angle, and I feel like the WWE has a reputation of, like, when they know it's someone's last match, they typically do lose that match. So yeah, okay, I can see it going. I mean, I would not pick him for Angle, but if you're going, to get Corbin more heat, then yeah, I can see it. But they got to do something with him after WrestleMania, not just let him kind of sit on the back burner. Because
if it's not Corbin, let's say if they do change it, who do you put against Angle?
Ooh, that is a tough one. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want. Maybe is Undertaker out? Like, he's not coming back?
They have no match for him. Okay, let's say it's Undertaker. Let's say it's Cena. Angle's gonna lose anyway.
Yeah, right.
So it's not like he's gonna win.
Right.
So if you're gonna have him lose, you're gonna have people hate someone for him losing.
Hey, why not hate Cena, right? We all hate Cena
Well,
anyway,
I mean,
no?
you can hate Corbin, and
yeah.
it puts him at a level where people actually.
I guess, but I'd rather Angle go out deserving of an opponent. Like, I'd rather Angle wrestle an opponent that deserves his caliber. But I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I would rather them, because I know they're not going to give Corbin this huge championship push. So I'd rather them. It's WrestleMania. It's one of your greatest wrestlers ever, an Olympic gold medalist. It's his last WrestleMania, so just, even if he's gonna lose, give him a great opponent. And I agree to disagree with you, and I will fight you afterwards. And that will also be put on YouTube.
On this channel.
Yes.
All right. Well, another one that I know has been posting about it was Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin. That I could do. I would like to see that. Shelton Benjamin's a good. I mean, not so much now, but back. He has good. It's a name. Everyone knows Shelton Benjamin. He's a good in-ring worker. So I would like that, Shelton Benjamin. Anything for me. Anything. Not anyone, but I feel like a step above Corbin. So.
All right. Miz versus Shane McMahon.
Shane, I like the Miz, whether he's heel or face or tweener. I just don't. I'm not a fan. I mean, the match is gonna be good because Shane's gonna go all out. Well, they're both gonna go all out, but Shane's gonna do something crazy. But I'm just tired of, I'm tired of Shane. I feel like he needs to stop wrestling, and just because I feel like it's WrestleMania, so I don't know. They all want to get in there and have their match, but I don't know. I think it's time for him just to step aside. How do you feel about that match?
I just don't think it does anything for either guy.
But do you think for WrestleMania, because for most of the year there's a lot of it's story. It's like, you build to this week. Do you feel like for WrestleMania they kind of just throw not so much they throw storylines out, but they are like, oh, who cares who's feuding with who, or let's just find a way for these guys to fight each other somehow in this month and a half or 2 months, because typically it's from Rumble or now Fastlane that I feel like these matches are just kind of fast tracked to WrestleMania. So are you okay with kind of WrestleMania being like this, like, all right, everything aside, we're gonna do this show? Or would you prefer them to keep the storylines going through to WrestleMania and not just kind of like, oh, we have a month, let's build something for this guy and this guy to fight each other?
Yeah, I think that the way they do Mania now is just with the network. They know they could use as much time as they want.
Right.
Which this year is supposed to be over 6 hours. So.
Are you gonna watch all 6 hours of WrestleMania?
Are you?
I am going to. I am going to watch it. I might take a nap though.
I feel like they just kind of. Again, I'd rather have a 2-hour pay-per-view that's really good.
Okay.
Compared to a 6-hour pay-per-view just to throw everyone on.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what they do. So when they have nothing for Shane, they have nothing for The Miz. They have nothing for Angle, but they just want to throw him out there.
Yeah.
Like if Angle didn't really cut it all year and he's not good, he didn't do anything special all year, he doesn't deserve to be on Mania.
Right.
Then he shouldn't be on Mania.
Right. But okay, so.
But you want to throw him, and that's why I feel like Shane and Miz, it's like, Shane could easily come out with Vince and be a bad guy like that.
Yeah.
But they rather have him a bad guy fighting The Miz for no real reason.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I got you.
I feel like, they kind of just do throw stories together just to get these guys
on the show. So what do you think? How do you feel? Who do you think's gonna win that match?
I think The Miz will, Because Shane really has no reason
to win.
To win, yeah.
Well, he's a McMahon, so that could be enough reason there.
But what does he go to from there?
Yeah, that's true. I also think the Miz is gonna win just because it gives him more of the push, and I mean we've seen like a heel Shane, but I feel like this time it's a little different. I feel like he's more ruthless.
Next is another one that's kind of
up in the air,
just thrown together. I feel Samoa Joe against Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship.
Yeah, because when did Rey Mysterio come back?
Saudi Arabia one or one of those?
That was
one of the big shows where it wasn't. But they've been doing like the fatal 4-ways for like the past 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So how Rey Mysterio just only fights him, I don't know. I mean, in this whole 4-way thing, I kind of liked Andrade to win the belt, but I guess they're going with Samoa Joe. I mean, with Rey Mysterio, so I don't really see Rey Mysterio winning it, you know? Like,
yeah.
Samoa Joe's done really good, and then for Rey Mysterio to beat him, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think Joe's gonna win, but I just for whatever reason, it's one of these matches where I'm just kind of like, it's whatever. I don't really. I mean, maybe I'll take a nap during that match.
That's your nap.
Yeah, that's my nap in the 6 hours that WrestleMania will be going on. I'll get a 20-minute nap right there. But yeah, I like Joe. I like Mysterio. I just don't a match that was just kind of thrown together. But so yeah, not too excited about that match.
Triple H versus Batista.
What are we in? 1999, 2001. Triple H, I know he wants to be in WrestleMania. I just think that he needs to be gone. Batista, I guess, this is his last WrestleMania, and he wanted to fight Triple H. So, I mean, I like the inner wrestler in me. I feel like, this is gonna be I'm not gonna say it's a good match. I don't think it'll be a good match. I think it'll be an okay match, but I think it's gonna be it's gonna be slow paced. I feel like it's gonna drag a little, and then we'll get some spots here and there, but not really looking forward to this match either. How do you feel about it? What do you think?
I mean, it's cool Batista's back, but
he's only gonna be back for WrestleMania, no?
I guess jumping to the Universal title match, Batista, I feel like Batista could have wrestled Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Without the belt.
Okay.
And then you give Seth Rollins maybe a Dean Ambrose, maybe a Samoa Joe.
Okay.
But see, that's something I've always said, is that WWE doesn't really have confidence in their younger talent.
You feel like they would with all the NXT guys that they have that are proven guys that have come from the indies, that they're just, I mean, NXT is just tearing, like every show they're just bringing the house down. Every match is a good match. So you think they'd have a little more confidence, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so I think Batista being back is cool, but again, it's like Goldberg when he came back. He fought Brock, and that was cool, I guess, but the belt didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
So Batista being back is cool. Him facing Triple H.
Well, it's not for a belt, so.
But that's why I think Triple H doesn't need to be. Just like I said with Shane, Shane doesn't need to be. He could. Vince is a bad guy right now with Kofi. Shane could easily be his hype man.
Yeah.
While you know what I mean? And everyone's gonna hate him probably more than they hate him now. But same thing with Triple H. He could be out there causing, I don't know, Ronda a bad time or some, so, but yeah,
all right,
that match is whatever match again.
On to the next confirmed match.
Randy Orton versus AJ Styles.
Go ahead and give me your take on this first.
I don't really care for it. I feel
really?
Randy Orton is not.
Okay.
His style with AJ Styles isn't gonna mesh well, and they just kind of just throw two guys together that have nothing else going on, and yeah, I just don't think that it's gonna be anything special.
Okay, well, I do agree that this match, it does feel like thrown together, but I am actually looking forward to this match because I feel like Randy Orton's style, I feel like he can change a little bit. Like, he's not the younger Randy Orton. Like, he's not going to be high flying anywhere, but I feel like with AJ can take care of that aspect of the wrestling, but I think them together, they're both really good, and I feel like AJ's one of the best in the company. So I think it's going to be a really good match. And I think it'll have a little bit of both. So I think this match will probably be one of the better matches on the card.
How much you want to bet AJ Styles can go for phenomenal form?
Oh yeah,
It's an
RKO out of nowhere. Oh yeah, for sure. That's
Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, when Reigns came back, they had to give him something, and I don't think McIntyre really I feel like this match is thrown together, but I like it because on any other card, I feel like it would be like the main event of that card, or it could be the main event of that card, and I think either one of these guys can hold the title at any time, and it would be. I think they'll put on a good match because Roman's coming back, and this is like his first pay-per-view back, right? So he's gonna want to put in a good show, and McIntyre, I feel like for what he is, he's one of the better guys. Like he's a really good big guy that they have that can move and do stuff. So I think it'll be a good match.
I like it, but I like the matchup, and I feel like you're not sure because Reigns should win because it's his first singles back.
Right.
But they do Roman Reigns strong, like every pay-per-view. Like when he's supposed to win the belt, he doesn't win the belt. And he loses clean, and so he could lose to McIntyre. So that kind of gives you anything could happen. So
right.
I think it's good, but I feel like Drew McIntyre could be main event, could be a champion. Roman Reigns, obviously, the face of WWE. So this could be when Triple H, when Brock, when Batista, when AJ Styles, Randy Orton are all gone. This is like the WrestleMania main event
in like
for the belt.
Like 5 years.
So it could be good, and hopefully it is. But I feel like they deserve a better lead up.
Okay, yeah.
But it's gonna be like when Orton wrestled Cena every pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It was just you already knew they fought 6 months ago, so there's no real payoff. They already fought. Yeah. There's no story there. They just got thrown together.
Not so much off topic, but how do you feel about all the and they do it all the time with every pay-per-view. They always have, I guess, run-ins, or they have if it's one thing is if it's a tag team match. Sometimes they'll have before the actual tag teams fight for the title or something, it'll be this guy and this guy go one-on-one, or the opposite the next week. They kind of always keep them around each other, and I feel like just with the whole the Shield, and they're kind of what was it, Fastlane when they all fought, and it was just if they knew they were gonna do this to try and keep them away from each other, so it builds more of I can't wait because you feel by the time you get to the event, you feel I've seen them fight already 4 or 5 times in different ways. Yeah. That this match doesn't feel that great, and which this case I feel just because they've been in it's tag team matches or the 6-man tag team matches, I feel they've always been around each other. That I don't know. I feel this match should be I'm excited for it, but I feel it's not as the excitement as if they kept them they'd come out, cut their promos, and that'd be it, but they had them fighting in different ways. Yeah. So what do you think? I don't know. What do you think about that? Are you okay with that, or is it whatever? It doesn't bother you?
Yeah, I don't because when we think back, Shawn and Cena and Austin and Shawn, and when they were gonna wrestle each other, Batista and Cena, but they became tag team champions, like the pay-per-view before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
There was that Raw where they were like, we're going to put you as a tag team and then see how you do together. When you had to fight each other. And then they became tag team champions. So I feel like they always kind of somehow mix people. So
it doesn't bother you, okay with it?
Yeah. I mean, again, I feel...
He's not my cousin.
It would bother me if they were building to something, and then they gave us that tag match.
Okay.
Every week, you know.
No,
but I feel like they're not building towards anything. They're just throwing them together. So maybe they'll have the match of the night, and the WWE will see. Okay, these two are ready to.
Yeah, because I feel like, and that does happen with WrestleMania. It's like how the dominoes fall. That's when it kind of sets you up until maybe like SummerSlam. It's like, okay, well, the crowd really reacted to this person, so we're gonna give this person a push, and they really like this match, so let's see if we can get a few more months out of these two guys, and I get that, so it does benefit, throwing those matches together.
Because sometimes. Either way, if they have a horrible match, well, there was no build up.
Right.
If they have the match of the night, it shows WWE that Drew McIntyre is a legit main eventer.
Right.
Because Roman Reigns already is.
Yeah.
So I think there's no real for them. There's no real losing.
Yeah, and then especially too, I think you had mentioned earlier, just so much with the network, how it's their own network now. I would hate to spend $60 for WrestleMania and it to be, half the card is like, okay, whatever, or no build up, and you wouldn't want to buy a pay-per-view. But with the network, they have their freedom to, we can do this, we can do that, we can play around a little. So yeah, I get you.
The Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar, the champ, versus Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins. This is gonna be a good match. Brock and Seth, I think they work good together. I don't know if Brock's going to keep the title or if he's going to lose it. I feel like as much as it's emphasized that Brock's never there, he would keep it because it would just make everyone more mad. Yeah. But I do see Seth Rollins. I mean, it's easy to say, like, I'm not really picking a side here. Like, Brock's going to win or lose. But I feel like Brock's going to keep it. Just because it further stamps that, like, so they can use that a little more, like, Brock's just this, this beast, and he's a main eventer. He doesn't need to be there every week because he is this great, and he's beat all these people, and how they've been emphasizing that, he went against this person, and this person, and this person. He's beat them all, like, by the skin of his teeth, he still beat them. So I think it'll be a good match, but I see Brock walking away with the title. Defending! Go ahead.
In this case, I wouldn't hate that. I think Seth, and this is why I think Seth will win, because he's not the guy to beat Brock Lesnar.
Wait, you think Seth will win or lose?
Yeah, I think Seth will win.
You think Seth's gonna win?
Because I think that...
Because he's better than all those other...
I think because WWE just doesn't, they had Reigns fight Lesnar 20 times in the past year, and every time he was supposed to win, and he didn't. And I think that now that the fans kind of expect that Brock should lose, but will walk away with the title, that he will lose the title.
My cousin, you just witnessed it. My cousin called me stupid, right in front of everyone.
So, and I think Seth is not the right person to do it.
So, okay, I get what you're saying.
And he will do it.
I get what you're saying, because he's not the right... So, okay.
I kind of take it like Finn Balor.
Okay.
Like, Finn, way smaller than Brock, obviously.
Yeah.
He should have won that. Brock would have made him look really good.
Right.
It's what Finn needed, And they didn't give it to him. Seth doesn't need that.
Right. Because he's still Seth freaking Rollins without the title.
Yeah. So, I feel like Seth Rollins could lose.
The Beast Slayer.
Put on a great match.
Yeah.
And lose and still walk out looking good.
Yeah.
Because Brock's not going back to the UFC until the summertime.
Okay, well then he's got to train.
Yeah. So,
here's the
this
thing.
YouTube channel is going to be credited for knowing that first.
But see, here's the thing. Wouldn't you think, wouldn't it be awesome for Vince to have Brock Lesnar, Universal Champion, and possibly UFC Heavyweight Champion at the same time? You don't think that would be like, let's keep that title on Brock just for a little bit longer to see if we can make that happen?
But then what if, I think that is awesome, but what if he walks in there, the WWE Universal Champion,
and then gets destroyed.
And gets destroyed in 10 seconds.
Good point.
Some way, he loses the title. He walks away. He goes to UFC. Beats Daniel Cormier. Comes back to the UFC. Back to the WWE.
And wins.
And says, I'm the UFC Heavyweight Champion. I'm here to get the WWE belt.
I mean, it's a positive. The way you're saying it is a positive. But the way I feel like, because it's my thought and I want to be right, I feel like, to me, it would just make more, obviously, both WWE and UFC are real. I think it would be better if he kept the title and then went to the UFC, and if he won that title, I feel like, in my opinion, it would just be like a better stamp of like, this dude is the monster. Definitely. But the smart thing would be to do it your way.
But Vince knows that UFC is like real.
Yeah. Well, wrestling is real too. So.
You can't predict what's gonna happen.
Right.
So he's not gonna put off.
He's not gonna take that chance. Yeah. I get it. Where it's a safer bet if he goes there, possibly wins it, comes back. Hey, this title says I deserve a shot at that title, and then takes it, and that would still be awesome as well. But all right, I got you. So I'm saying Brock's gonna win. You're saying Rollins is gonna win.
I hope Brock wins.
Okay.
But I feel Seth will. All right.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yes.
From WrestleMania.
Ronda, champ versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte.
I have so many issues with this match. You go first. So I can sort through my issues.
I liked Ronda versus Becky.
So did I.
And that's it.
Okay.
And Charlotte versus Asuka.
I was okay with that.
A rematch of last year.
Yeah, that would be okay.
Yeah. And I think the whole triple threat is stupid. And I think Ronda's new character is so stupid.
The F everyone.
Yes, and so dumb.
Yeah.
Which I kind of thought was when I saw her video of her.
Oh, when she's getting her hair braided and
So when I saw that video, I thought, okay, like maybe it's real. Like maybe she really thinks like that. Like, wow, that's crazy. Maybe she doesn't care. Maybe she is her last match and she don't really care.
Yeah.
But when she says, I'm not playing by your rules anymore, I'm not going off your script. But then when she came out that next Monday, she pointed at the WrestleMania sign. Yeah. Like the typical. So she's going off the script.
Yeah.
So she kind of gave herself, to me, she gave herself away that. I don't like that character.
See, so, okay, her new, I feel like I like her character, what she's doing now, but I feel like it's a step too far. Like, she's in the business. She's in the professional wrestling business, where she's braiding her hair, she's talking trash about WWE and the fans and everything. I was fine with that. I was like, you know, whether it's that's how she feels or it's a script, I like that. But I remember, I think it was a tweet where she was talking about when Becky had her in like the armbar, and she was like, "Oh, you know that fake, it's fake. It wouldn't hurt anyone." But she was like, "Oh, she was the one like in the armbar, like yelling." So it was just kind of like, I get what she's saying, but it's like, but at the same time, there is like a line where if you go past this line, it's like, okay, well, you're kind of like ruining the business. Not ruining. You're kind of talking trash about the business that you are in as well. Like, let's not forget, you're in it. Like, I don't know. I think there's a line that maybe she needs to kind of find somewhere. But I don't mind her character. But I don't know. That's just
I feel like it's just setting her up for. Supposedly this is her last match, and it sets her up to where there's no coming back because like Brock was in the UFC, you know, and fought for reals, got knocked out, beat up for reals, right? Comes back, and obviously his style's different now. Yeah, since he's been in the UFC, he's more of like a suplex you 50 times and then that's it. But his style is like as legit as you can get without being legit. Like it's not real, but he's like it's a fight. Yeah, he's doing these power moves. Yeah, it's not like so you could punch him and kick him and you'll hurt him, but he's not gonna, you know, Russian leg sweep you. Right. He's fighting you. Yeah, he's gonna. So he's gonna. Yeah, so he's, you know, the former UFC heavyweight champion, reigning defending champ. He's a fighter, and that's it. Yeah, that's so Ronda can say, "Well, your moves suck. You might get me in it. Yeah, and it might hurt, but they suck. I'm still gonna beat you up. You know." So she kind of sets herself up now, where she's saying it's all fake. You put me in it, and I look like I'm being hurt. Yeah, but I was faking it. Yeah. So now, no matter what happens in this match, if she comes back, it's like, well, what's her style now? Yeah, you know, this is her first year in the business. So I don't mind, you know, her trying out stuff. I feel like her being a heel is better than her being a face because I like her, but I feel like the fans weren't really supporting her. But as far as the match period, throwing Charlotte, I'm fine with Becky and Ronda, but throwing Charlotte in there, it just makes the Royal Rumble kind of pointless. Yeah. Because it was like, well, even if Becky was hurt or whatever the case may be, like, let her fight. You know, whatever the storyline was, just let her fight. You don't need to bring Charlotte in there. I understand they wanted Charlotte in there, but it just made, to me, in my eyes, it made that women's revolution, you know, this thing you're trying to, you know, women wrestling. It just kind of made it the women's Royal Rumble pointless because you're adding this person in who didn't win. So these are the rumored matches. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Okay. The Usos, champions. Versus the Hardy Boys. Versus Shinsuke and Rusev. Versus the Bar. Like, is it going to be like a ladder match? Or? No. Yeah, well, that should be. It just said that's who's going to wrestle for them. If that's in a ladder match, I feel like that's a little more interesting. I really don't. I would prefer the Usos. I mean, I like the Usos, period, but I prefer them to go up against one of those teams just by themselves. Maybe just it by itself, I don't really like it. I feel like there needs to be some kind of stipulation in that match. Like I said, I would prefer that to be like some kind of ladder match. Hold the tag team titles up there, climb the ladder, get them. But I don't know. I prefer it to be a just regular tag team match. This is why I always thought that WrestleMania should be like, if you're gonna have champions on it in each show, in cases like this, the Raw Tag Team Champions are nowhere on this list. But they're probably gonna be. They're gonna be a match. But why don't you just put the Raw Tag Team Champions against SmackDown Tag Team Champions? Yeah, but I mean, I guess so you have your champion versus champion. But I feel like. But they have that for Night of Champions, don't they? Isn't that? Was there still Night of Champions? No, it's just where every belt is defended. Oh. And so the next one on there is the Intercontinental Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. Again, we've already had that. So again, maybe have Finn be the champion and he wrestles Samoa Joe in the Intercontinental versus the United States Championship. Yeah. and then you let Bobby Lashley go on the Andre the Giant or whatever, you know.
But I feel like
so.
No, I get what you're saying, but I feel like they want they have their championship titles. I guess they want to feel like I don't know the excitement of them changing. They possibly could change hands, and that's kind of the excitement
But
of
when
it.
Finn won last month, and then dropped the belt 2 weeks later on Raw, and he's gonna win it back on WrestleMania, it doesn't really.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
There's no.
The excitement was taken away because he won it and then lost it so quick. So it's like, oh, he's gonna change hands. Like the belts change hand. That'll make it if he does win it at WrestleMania, it'll change hands 3 times in like 2 months. Want that moment of like, oh, this guy won this title at WrestleMania, and it's gonna be, let's set some fireworks off.
Yeah, the women's tag team championship.
Okay.
The champs.
Hold on, time out real quick. I wanted to say, I felt like, was it Fire and Desire? What the girls from, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, Fire and Desire. I feel like they should have won those titles in that cage. Like they should have won those titles in there. Because they could have used. I know they're gonna like do something where they're gonna start to split them up.
Yeah.
They should have let them win those titles because Bayley and Sasha don't need those titles because they're Bayley and Sasha. But that would have gave them a push, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and then come WrestleMania, there's plenty of those seeds of divide already. Come WrestleMania, it would have been a bigger win for Sasha and Bayley to win at Mania, and then that would break up Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. But
them versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya,
right?
And Nia Jax and Tamina, and the Iconics.
Oh yeah, the fake Bellas.
I thought because Sasha and Bayley were going to all the shows, SmackDown, Raw, they were even at NXT. I was thinking it'd be cool to get a 4-way. Now them against a Raw team, against a SmackDown team,
and that would be really good.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
Iconics.
WWE, you need to hire this man. This man is a genius.
Sad to say, most likely will happen. The WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston.
Time out. Let's correct him out there. Let me give you one more chance at this. It's who and who?
The new Daniel.
The new Daniel Bryan
versus
Kofi Kingston. This would be a better match on a different card, not for WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan, I'm okay with, and I'm not racist. I do like Kofi Kingston. I just feel like this would have been better served for like a SummerSlam or a Royal Rumble, but not for WrestleMania. Different opponent for Daniel Bryan. I would much prefer like AJ Styles for Daniel Bryan, but I guess Kofi, if that's the word, is true. Kofi will be fighting him, and again, any other SummerSlam, whatever, any other pay-per-view, I'm okay with that, but WrestleMania, I prefer someone of a higher caliber wrestler, a bigger name. So, I don't know, I feel like you feel the same way that I feel. So,
no, I actually hate it.
You hate it? He hates it.
Hate it.
I dislike it. He has stronger feelings of hate.
I hate it because I think, again, like you say, it's not a match for WrestleMania, and it makes me very angry to think, and most likely gonna happen, that Kofi Kingston will win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania is not. I've even said I will cancel my subscription.
He's going to cancel his subscription.
If Kofi Kingston wins whoever's here at my apartment,
he's unplugging the TV.
Won't watch the rest of WrestleMania because I will cancel it at that very moment.
Joke's on him is that even when you cancel, they still have that following.
I will call them and say, take it off. I'll pay the rest of the month. you can cancel it. I hate it because the Daniel Bryan right now, to me,
the new Daniel Bryan
is probably for me, it's my favorite thing on WWE TV.
Okay.
I like
just his
attitude. I like his gimmick right now. His attitude is, it's that CM Punk, like, I'm straight edge, so I'm better than you.
Yeah.
That,
which
like
was
in the
my
Indies
favorite.
thing.
Yes.
And so Daniel Bryan, like the slapping hot dogs out of people's hands, talking about the.
How do you feel? Hold on. How do you feel about what he did? Like how he changed the title? Do you like the look of the title?
I love the title.
Yeah.
I can't wait till it's a replica so I can buy it.
Right, just checking.
I like it. But so I think that he deserves like a better opponent for WrestleMania. Like he's wrestled so many good people since he wrestled AJ. He had a good like elimination chamber match. He's had good matches on SmackDown. So I think he deserves, a better opponent. I hate the whole New Day thing. They're complaining that they always thought you work hard and you show up and then you'll get what you deserve. But it's funny because 5 years ago that was the Daniel Bryan story.
Yeah.
And then Daniel Bryan won. So they're complaining, well, Kofi, Kofi's getting what Daniel Bryan got.
Yeah.
Look at Daniel Bryan. So I don't know. Like it just doesn't add up, And
it doesn't work for him.
Dumb. But again, even if it made sense, Kofi Kingston winning the title at WrestleMania.
Yes.
So dumb to me.
See, and that's what
Give me that at Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah, Great Balls of Fire.
Give me that at Great American Bash.
Or in your house.
In your house.
We'll take it. See,
house show.
Here's the thing, and I was gonna kind of echo what you're saying. I just Daniel Bryan, if that is the case, if he's going to lose at WrestleMania, I feel like deserves to lose to someone better than Kofi. I like you, Kofi. I like when you... he doesn't like you. I like when you jump around at the Royal Rumble. That's always entertaining to me. I'm laughing and he's angered and it's just how it is. But especially if... Well, I think Ronda, that match is probably going to be the main event.
Yeah, that's going to be the last match.
Yeah, that's going to be the last match. So, but it is a championship match at WrestleMania. Even if it's not the last match, I think Kofi is not really... He's not up to Daniel Bryan's... To lose... For Daniel Bryan to lose to someone, it should be someone else, not Kofi Kingston, at WrestleMania. Again, like you're saying, any other, whatever other pay-per-view there is, it's fine, but not WrestleMania. Especially with how Daniel Bryan's been, his character, he's kind of like he's sunken into this character, and it's his new character. The new Daniel Bryan is a great character, and I feel like if you're gonna make him lose the title, like it should be in a better way.
Yeah. To
someone better.
Yeah.
But what do I know? I'm just here recording a YouTube channel with my cousin.
Because we didn't say it on everyone, like we'll run through. Let's see who you think will win.
I like that. Smart man right here. Go ahead.
It'll be on your YouTube channel, so unless you delete the video,
you can go or edit the video.
See how wrong you were.
How wrong I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I guess we'll start at the top. Ronda, Becky, Charlotte. Who wins?
Becky. The man, Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Charlotte.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think no one's paying attention to Charlotte, and so much attention is not on her that she will win.
Okay. You know how angry that entire arena will be. I like it. And wait, if that is the last match of the night, you're sending everyone home. You're sending babies home crying. You're sending women, little girls all over the world home in tears saying, "Mommy, why did Becky lose? How come Charlotte won?" And you're okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
The jerk, people. My cousin. The jerk. Okay, go ahead. Next one.
Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins.
Brock Lesnar. I hope the video's still recording.
Oh wow, that would suck.
But hey, we'd have some bonding time, right?
I say Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
So Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
Yeah, Drew
I say
McIntyre.
Roman Reigns. We're
Wow.
three against each other.
Yeah.
AJ Styles, Randy Orton.
Styles.
I say AJ Styles.
Alright, here we go.
Triple H, Batista.
Triple H.
Yeah, I said Triple
Yeah.
H. Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. Yeah. The Miz versus Shane McMahon. I think
The
this one we
Miz.
did say.
Wait,
who
did we?
thought would win.
I said the Miz.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, I
you
said the Miz. Yeah, the Miz.
If it happens, Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin.
Corbin.
Yeah, I'd say Corbin. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. If it was the Usos versus the Hardys versus Shinsuke and Rusev versus the Bar.
I say the Usos retain.
Yeah, I'd say so. Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor, if that were to happen.
Finn Balor.
I'd say Finn.
Whatever happened to Finn Balor, the Demon King? Now he's Finn
He
Balor
hasn't
of the club. I know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe he'll bring the demon
Yeah,
out.
we'll see.
WrestleMania.
We'll see.
The women's tag team match. If it were Sasha and Bailey versus Beth Phoenix and Talia versus Nia Jax, Tamina versus the Iconics.
The Bailey and Sasha.
Yeah, I'd say the Iconics.
Really? Oh, wow. Fake Bellas, maybe. Is one of them dating John Cena? Okay.
Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston.
I'm going with the new Daniel Bryan.
I-
You're hoping for
For-
Daniel Bryan
For my
for your subscription.
for my recent love of binging Total Divas and Total Bellas, I'm
Yes.
hoping Daniel Bryan.
I can
don't
vouch
have
for that.
Since I don't have to, so I won't have to delete my subscription.
Okay, so because then you're just gonna try and take mine, is what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
pretty
So,
much.
okay, yeah.
Well, I guess this is happening, but see, the thing is, we don't know who would be in it. But if there were an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, who would win?
Oh man, that I don't know, but
I think Andrade would win that.
who's in it? Do you have any names of who's in it?
No.
I mean, if we don't know who's in it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say me because I could be in it for all we know. That is it for our WrestleMania preview. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, can you not do that? You're distracting me. Thanks for joining us, and remember to like, subscribe. This is Andy. I am Rob, aka Batmanome. That is my channel, Batmanome. We are the Real Wrestling Podcast, Real Wrestling YouTube channel, whatever you want to find us at, but we are Real Wrestling. You want to let everyone know where to find all your Twitters and tweets? And no, he does not. He likes to keep things close to the vest and be very mysterious. So, anyways, you can find me on pretty much all platforms at Batmanome. It's exactly how it sounds. You figure it out. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, remember, keep it 100% real.